you should keep in mind 5 important things. What are the 5 important things you should find? Whatever Adam dataset that you have created, the Adam dataset and metadata should 100% communicate with analysis report. And the second point is Adam dataset and source SDM dataset should have 100% traceability. And the third one is you should be able to analyze the data by dataset and metadata. A variable name must be less than or equal to 8 characters. It should be in uppercase. It should start with alphabet only from A to Z. You can have a number but should not start with a number. And then we have seen the data type. You can have 2 types of data, numerical and character. And then we have seen the label. Label must be less than or equal to 40 characters. It must be in uppercase. And then when it comes to the length, the character label can be up to 200 characters. And numerical label must be less than or equal to 8 bytes. Okay. So and after that, we have seen in atomizing values we can find 4 important alphabets: small w, small x6, small y, and a small z. What does small w indicates? Small w indicates we can create 1 to 9. Okay. Generally we use for phase, period, subperiod. And so according to the theoretically we can create up to 9. And then we have seen small x6. Okay. We use generally for small x's for indicator of flag variables like EML, ZZ, XZ, FL. Right. We create x's for treatment variables, so TRT xx, TRT xx A, TRT xx B like that. For plan treatment, actual treatment for period 1 like that. That means theoretically we can create up to 99. But when we have a single digit, we should pair with 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0 like that. And then we have seen small y. We use generally small y. We use generally y for category variables. So even though we have only y, you can create up to 99 variables. But the important thing is when we have a single digit, we should not pair with 0. And then we have seen small ZZ. Then we use it for flag variables. EML, ZZ, FL like that one. We can create up to 99 flags. Okay. And I told you if you have overall study, we can divide the study into treatments. Each treatment into period, each period into subperiod, each subperiod into phase. To that level, we can divide our study. To that level, we can understand the study. And after that one, the next point we have seen same name, same meaning, same value. So that means if you have a same name in Adams also from Ethereum, so since you are copying that variable, you also have the same name. You should not change the value. And if all attributes must be the same, but there is only one exception. What you can change? The length of the variable. The length of the variable you can change. And the next one is I told you base of variables with one-to-one mapping. So when you are mapping one-to-one, if you follow the one criteria for the entire data set, for all the records you should follow the same criteria. The next example we have seen sex to sex n, race to race n, like that. And then we have seen base of corresponding variables. What are the base of corresponding variables? We are going to have variable concept, for example, TRT01A, TRT01EN, TRT01P, TRT01PN. So when we have a pair of variables like this one, the primary variable will not reveal any data type, but the secondary variable will reveal the data type. If the secondary variable is a numerical variable, automatically the primary variable is going to be the character variable. But if you want to have a secondary variable, before that what we need to have, we should have the primary variable in the data set. And the next point is, even though just you are copying a variable from HDF to Adam, but if you are creating an HDF Adam standard variable, you can have a different name. The best example that we have seen, we are going to copy STRESN into Adam. But in Adam, what is the variable name? We are going to change it to Avan. Okay, and then we are creating an Adam, we copy the HDF variable into Adam, but in Adam we create a numerical variable. So when you are creating an Adam numerical variable from HDF character variable, you should have the same name, but you should have a prefix, you should have a suffix here. So but when you are adding n, the length is becoming more than 8 characters, you should remove the penultimate character, last but one character. So these are the things we have seen in the last one. And of course, I told you, we are going to add also category y variable to y variable like this one. Okay, this is what we have seen. And the next important thing, in Adam, so if you see any variable ending with the FL, that is a flag or indicator character variable. We are going to have a lot of flag variables. So if any variable ending with the FL, that means a flag character variable. And if any variable is ending with the FN, if any variable is ending with the FN, what does that mean? That means it is in a flag or indicator numerical variable. Flag and indicator are the same ending, so that is in a flag or numerical variable. Clear? When it comes with the timing variable conventions, in Adams, if any variable ending with the TT, what does it mean? That is a date numerical variable. If a variable comes with a TT number concept below, what does it mean? That is a date numerical variable. If any variable ending with the TTM, what does it mean? That means it is a date time numerical variable. If any variable ending with the TM, what does it mean? That means that is a time numerical variable. Time numerical variable. So for example, I tell you, in Ethereum LV domain, we have a variable. What is the timing variable that we have whenever we collect the sample? That information where we are going to keep into LV, TT. Number, what is LV, TT? Laboratory data, sample collection, and time in calendar. Okay. Now, this is about Ethereum LV. Now, what I'm going to do from Ethereum LV, now in Adams, I'm going to create ADLV. Okay. Now, in LVDTC, just imagine if you have a date and time, and I have a date 2023. In ISO format 2023, 06-15, capital D, 10 o'clock, for example, 35 minutes and 49 seconds. This is the time, date and time. Obviously, in Ethereum, what is the category of this one? Character. Because we have LVDTC. Now, from this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create 3 new variables. The first variable that I'm going to create is ADT. And you say how this variable is ending? TT. What do you mean by TT? Date numerical. So whatever the date part that we have in that one, I'm going to separate that one. I convert that into numerical and I'm going to keep it in the numerical. By the way, what is the date today's date? Remember, in Ethereum, what was the format that we have used? What was the format we used? ISO 611. In Adam, so it is not mandatory. We don't need to use the same format. As a sponsor, it's up to you. You can use any format. Okay, only in Ethereum, ISO format is mandatory. You can use here any human readable format without missing any precision. You can use it. So if you want, you can write it. It is the 15th June 2023. What is the format I'm writing here? 8.9 format. 8.9. See, ISO format is not mandatory, but most of the sponsors, since we already following ISO format in Ethereum, they follow the same format in Adams also. But that is not mandatory. As a sponsor, you can use any format. Clear this one? Very, very important introduction. What is the date format that we use in Adams? And you should say, there is nothing like that one. We don't need to follow anything on the guidelines. It's up to the sponsor. We can use any format. Now, this is called analysis date. Analysis date, nothing but the date numerical of LBTC. Now, we are going to have one more variable called ATM. You know what does it mean? Analysis time numerical. Whatever the time point that we have, now we are going to capture this time point in numerical data type. I'm going to put in ATM. Understand this one? Next one. Whatever the date and time that we have, now I convert this into numerical. I'm going to put the same thing in numerical data type in ADTM. You know, that means analysis date and time numerical. So how am I going to keep it? Maybe I'm going to keep the 15th June 2023, Boolean symbol, 10 o'clock, 35 minutes, and 40 milliseconds. By the way, what the date type format I'm using here? Format? 18 dot. Date time 20 dot. Because if I 8 dot, 18 dot, we get only 2 digits here. We should get a 4 digits here. We should get date time 20 dot. So now all these three data type, what data type all these three now? All three items will be numerical data type only. Now in Adams, variable B, I'm going to have a validity variable and I'm going to have these three variables so that I can have a traceability. If somebody asks me how we got this values, I should show this one now. By showing this one, I can say this is the variable from where I have generated analysis date, analysis time, date and time. If somebody asks me how we got this one, and I can show them, I capture this one from STD. You know how to convert these things? How we can get that one? And this was started 15th June 2023 in negative.
First convert
it function unit. Very good. By using input function and in the second order argument ISO 01 we get the date numerical. By the time I get all the posting here, scanning the function you see, I'm going to get the time, cut the time, then I will use input function. And date and time directly get ISO 01 DT dot. So automatically you're going to get date and time numerical. Clear this for everybody? Now, if any variable ending with the STD, you know what that means? It means it is a start date time. Start date numerical time. If any variable is ending with STM, you know what does it mean? That means a start time numerical. If any variable is ending with the SDTM, you know what does it mean? That is a start date time numerical. So for example, we have a data set called adverse event. In adverse event, how we are going to have adverse event start date? What is the variable name of adverse event start date? AE. This is SJM AE domain. Now, in Adams, I'm going to create a AE. AE. Now I'm going to have a variable called, ASTDT. You know what does it mean? Analysis start date. Here I'm creating date part of adverse event start date. But here it is a character, but here it is going to be numeric. You can show the number AS adverse event analysis start date. And then what we are going to have now? ASTDM. Analysis start date and time. Understand this one? Now, if any variable ending with EDT, you know what does it mean? Variable ending with EDM, what does it mean? End the time. What about EDTM? End the date and time. From here you can generate, if it is an ADA data set, again from AE, NDTC. In Adams also, we are going to have a DY variable. We are going to have DY. You know what is the DY?
Study day.
Very good. DY stands for study day. But study day calculation, reference day, RF. Here also, we are going to take the same RF facility that what we have taken in SDT. So, by using that particular day and RF facility, we are going to derive DY. అక్కడ LBD way ఉందనుకోండి, ఇక్కడ ఏముంటుందో తెలుసండి? అక్కడ LBD ఉంటే ఇక్కడ AD way ఉంటుంది. ఏమన్నా అక్కడ AE STD way ఉంటుంది. STD అంటే ఏంటంటే start study day of start date. కదా ఇక్కడ ఏముంటుంది ఇప్పుడు here we are going to have ASDY. Analysis of the start date. And then అక్కడ AE అనేది గుర్తుందండి. ఇక్కడ ఏముంటుందండి ఇప్పుడు AEDY. STDY కానీ STDY కానీ ఉంటుంది ఇప్పుడు. And ENDY. So here also to calculate DY, what is the reference date we are taking? Treatment start date or RFSDTC. Now, the next most important thing is, in Ethereum, how much care that they have taken? Still, we are going to have incomplete dates. We are going to get incomplete dates. When we have incomplete dates or incomplete time, how to handle that one? Very, very important question. Remember, when we have an incomplete dates, in which data set I told you we need to fill the gaps? Medical history, very good. In the medical history, since we are collecting the history of the subject, sometimes it is very common that we get incomplete dates. So, but if it is medical history, in Ethereum itself, we are going to fill the gaps. But remember, very important question. If you have a missing values in the dates, missing value in the sense incomplete, you should not do anything in Ethereum. You should keep it as such. But when it comes to the Adams, if you have any incomplete dates, now we should fill the gaps. But before filling the gaps, if you have any missing date, if you have any incomplete date, you have to indicate what it is missing. So, for example, here I am having a variable called, in LBTC, this is copy. LBTC. First of all, I'm taking only date part. So I'm taking the today's date. What is the today's date in ISO format 2023-06-50? In this date, do we have any missing value? No. Now, in Adams, we are going to create a variable called DTF. What does it mean? That means date imputation flag. What is that one? Date imputation flag. What is the variable name? DTF. Now, if the date is complete, if you have a year value, month value, and a day value, in the DT effort, we should keep the missing value. That means nothing is missing. But imagine, in the LVDT, we have a 2023-06. What is missing here? What is missing? Day is missing, right? When we have a day is missing, you know what we should do? In the DT effort, we should keep capital T. T stands for the day. Okay, now I have 2023. That's nothing. I have only year value. What is missing now?
Month and day.
I'm missing month and day. But if we are missing both month and day, we are going to have highest priority for month. We should keep capital M. Now I have 2023. Hyphen month. But a month is missing. Again I have an hyphen, but I have a day value. What is missing here? Now we are going to have DTF value. Yeah. Very good. Able to follow very important entry question. What is the date imputation flag that we are going to have in the items? We should say DTF. What are the possible values that we can have when we are going to have that value? This is the question that you get. If you have a complete day, DTF is going to be missing.
Missing value.
Only the day, then T. Month and day, M. Only month, M. Now, I didn't get anything. The complete is missing value. Then no year value, no month value, and no day value. In such scenario, we are going to keep, but because the highest priority is for year. Now, there is no year value, but I have a definite month value and the day value. Then what we are going to have? Tell me logically.
Why?
I do not have a year value, and I do not have a month value, but I have a day value. Then what we are going to have now? We are going to have
Why?
And I do not have a year value, but I have a month value, and there is no day value. Then what we are going to have now? Still we are going to have. Right? This is the question. Did you do date imputations in STDM? And you should say, no, I didn't do that imputations in STDM. We do imputations where in Adams. But only in medical history, I did imputations in STDM. Now, once you created the flag, now based on the specification, say for example, it is a start date, it is LVDT carbon only, ASTD code, and that announces start date only. In the same what we are having missing value? Day. Right? Now the sponsor will tell you the specification, if the start date contains a missing day, and will ask you, please keep the start day of the month. 2023 -06 -0. If you're having missing month and day, in the specification, if you say keep that start day of the year, then what we are going to do? 2023 -1 depends on the specification, we are going to fill the gaps. Understand this one, everybody? Is this clear? Now, sometimes we are going to have incomplete time values. When we have incomplete time, now what we should do? When we have incomplete time, okay. Now what I'm going to do? We are going to create a time imputation flag, which is called TMF, time imputation flag. Now I have a time 10 o'clock, 30 minutes, 45 seconds. Do we missing anything here? No. We have hours value, minutes value, and then seconds value. Nothing is missing. So we are going to have a missing in the time imputation flag. And now I have hours value and minutes value. Unfortunately, there is no seconds value. Then what is the time imputation flag we are going to have now? Yes. Yes. I have only hours value, no minutes, no seconds. Then what we are going to have now? We are going to have example. And if you have nothing, no hours, no minutes, no seconds, then what we are going to have now? We are going to have H. Third one is the sponsor's requirement specification. Whenever we have missing values in the times, we are going to fill the gaps. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, if you have an end date and missing date, what we should do? Ending date and missing date.
Last day.
The last day of the month. June the last day of the month. 30. If it is 31 day month, you should add icon 31. If it is February, not a leaf year, 28. If leaf year is the color 29. Very, very important date and time operations in Adams. Okay, now in Adams, we are going to come across few important variables. Few variables are going to end with, as I said, FL. You know what is FL?
Flag.
Flag array. And there are going to be certain variables going to be ended with FN. You know what does it mean? That is the name? Flag numerical. Flag numerical way. Now, in Adams, we are going to have three types of flag variables. One is called population flags. The second one is called record flags. And third one is called parameter flags. Population, record, parameter flags. Population flags, record flags, and a parameter flag. Now, if it is a population flag, okay, if you are ending with EFN, you know what does it mean? That means a population character flag. Okay? If you have a population character flag, if the flag value is yes, we are going to have what? If the value is not, then we are going to have yes. And the population flag value is either capital N. Now, if it is a population flag numerical, it is going to be FN. Now, if it is yes, then FN is going to be 1. If it is no, FN knowing FN out 0. By the way, these two flags, what kind of flags these are? These are called population flags. Really very important that we are going to come across. We are going to discuss in detail these population flags. Now, the next concept is record flags and parameter flags. If it is a record flag, RFL. If it is a population flag, we are going to parameter flag, we are going to have PFL. That means this is a record flag character, this is a parameter flag character. If these are the variables, so if it is yes, we are going to have 5. If it is no, we are going to have a missing value. So n అయినప్పుడు value ఉండదండి, just a missing value. Next, we are going to have rf and pfn. You know what I mean by rf and pfn? Rf means record flag numerical, pfn means parameter value. Where ఉందండి? rf and pfn are buying అనుకోండి, then rf and pfn is going to be 1. And if it is n అక్కడ missing అనుకోండి, you know what we are going to have here? We are going to have n value. Because these two are numerical values. So this is about Adam variable convention rules. Clear everybody? Now, since we have done with the convention rules, now I'm going to start with the Adam domains or data sets. Remember, in Adam data sets, the Adam data sets can be classified as 4 classes: ADSL, PDS, ACC, Adam, other Adam. So in today's class, I'm going to start with the ADSL. Okay, remember, if you know ADSL, that means you know half of the Adams. Very, very important. 100% you are going to keep ADSL in your resume. You know how important DM is SDM? So DM is the source of so many other data sets in the same way. ADSL is source of other Adam data sets. That's why we can say ADSL is the mother of all the other Adam data sets. And then the DM data set, RFS ఉంటుంది మొత్తం SDM అంతా RFS యూజ్ చేస్తున్నామని from the DM. And in the DM we have use subject guide. We use the same use subject guide in all the other domains. Like that, ADSL is also mother of all the other Adam data sets. So the domain name is ADSL. And by the way, one important thing before moving into ADSL, here also we are going to have a coordinates. SDM coordinates ఎన్ని రకాలుగా ఉంటుందండి? 3 types. ఏంటి coordinates?
Required, expected, and permissible.
In Adam, so the coordinates is 3 types. Here also we are going to have a required variable. The second one is conditionally required, and third one is permissible. Required, conditionally required, and permissible. Now we'll move into ADSL. You know what is the label of ADSL? Subject level analysis data set. So when movie release or when the trailer is out there, the trailer is going to show you what it's going to have in the movie. It is going to summary of a 2.5 hours movie in 1 minute, right? In the same way, the ADSL is the overview of the subject. It is going to give all the important information. Okay, by seeing the ADSL, we get so much of information. We can understand the subject's journey in a clinical trial. Okay, now the structure of ADSL is one record per subject. It is only structure in the window. Maybe DM. Here also the structure one record per subject. And the DM in the now, if ADSL going up the same number of subjects.
Same number.
And by the way, you should have only one ADSL for one study. One record per subject, we can say per study. Now, for the second, ADSL data set, you are going to have only one ADSL data set. Here, you will not have a topic variable, okay? Like SDM, you will not have any topic variable. And of course, the location is going to be, what is that one? ADSL dot
XPT.
Now, what are the variables that you are going to have in ADSL? You know, when I'm discussing about ADSL variables, if you have that variable in SDM, can you tell me in which SDM data set you can find that variable? And if you check the variable చెప్పారనుకోండి, అది already SDM లో ఉందనుకోండి, just use a copy from there to here. Okay? Now, we can divide the ADSL variables into few classes. The first one is called as an identifier variable. Identifier variables. Second class we are going to have is demographic variables. And then we are going to have most important population flags. Then we are going to have treatment variables. Then we are going to have variables belongs to randomization variables. Then we are going to have stratification factor variables. And then we are going to have important dates. And then we are going to have subject status or experience variables. These are the some of the classes. Now first we'll see identifier variables. The first identifier variable that we are going to have is study ID. Equal to study ID first time in SDM. Directly you are going to copy from D. And if ADSL creates a source, every structure summary below, you are going to start with the DM. In SDM, we are going to start from the DM. So you take the DM as a source data set. Then the second one that we are going to have is U subject ID, US or UBJ ID. Equal to subject ID first time equal to DM. Copy from the DM. Then the next one that we are going to have is SUBJ ID. Second is first ID. only one will get that one. That is the D. Because in the D, what is the topic variable?
Subject.
Where only you can find the subject ID, just I'm going to copy from there. Then we are going to have site ID. You can understand it?
DM.
From the DM only. Then next we are going to have site DRY. Site group Y. Now the sponsor will tell you, say for example in India, I'm conducting a clinical trial in 10 different cities. Okay. Now sponsor is asking, instead of looking into, say for example, they're conducting clinical trial in Hyderabad, they're conducting clinical trial in Vijayawada and in Warangal, and they're conducting clinical trials in Vizag. Okay. And then they're conducting clinical trial in Chennai, Bangalore, Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, just imagine like that. Pune, and in so many cities they're conducting. But the sponsor, what he wants to do, instead of looking into only Hyderabad as one side, he is asking, please keep Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Warangal, and Vizag as one group. Because he wants to see overall in those 4 sites, if you take it as one, how the subjects are performing. Okay, and he will say, keep the Chennai, Bangalore, and Kolkata as one group. He will say some criteria. Based on that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a few groups. Few sites into one group. Simply by the condition, if site in Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Warangal, and Vizag, then group 1. Then this has to group 2. Maybe this is to group 3, group 4. So he will tell you clearly in the specification, based on that, what we are going to create now, we are going to create site GRY. It is a character variable. Now immediately, we are going to have the next variable, which is site GRY numerical. Group Y numerical. Just imagine in the classroom there are 50 students. Each individual student that comes into say, I want to look how all the females are faring and all the males are faring. Now, how many groups are created now? Females at one group, males at one. So instead of looking at the individual student, I'm looking at it based on the gender. Okay, now gender control. If the student is aged between 20 to 24, take it as one group. If the students are between 25 to say, for example 28, one group. If the students are 29 to say, for example 32, one group is one group. Based on what criteria I'm grouping them, how many groups I'm doing here? And then individual students choose a group, how the students are doing if their age group is 20 to 24. Understand this one? So we are going to create the groups instead of looking at the individual's performance. Here everybody, then we are going to have the next variable, region Y. Then we are going to have region YN. So geographical region basis, what am I grouping చేస్తున్నాను? ఇక్కడ Y ఉన్నది కనుక మీనింగ్ అంటే ఎన్ని వేరియబుల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి?
1 to 99.
1 to 99. But 1 to 3 ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎలా ఉండాలండి? Without 0, we should have only 1 to 3 like that. అంటే లిటరల్ మనం ఎన్ని సైట్ గ్రూప్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి ఇప్పుడు? లిటరల్గా 99 గ్రూప్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. But we don't do that one, but there is a possibility. Now once we're done with identifier variables, the next one that we are going to have, demographic variables. Demographic and we are going to capture all these variables from an area with the information. Now, in the demographic, the first one that is going to be age variable. You know that it is just a copy of from which data set? Age. Then immediately we are going to have age units. This is also a copy of age. Then we are going to have analysis age. Sometimes, most of the times age and analysis both are going to be the same. When both are same, we don't need to go. Any one is enough. So for example, remember how we calculate the age?
We started when we started
By sorted and data part. It's not that we get right. But say for example, there is a phase 3 study. I started the treatment in 2019. You know analysis started. What is the phase 2023. But we calculated years to which date?
9 years.
So there is a 3 years, 4 years gap already. So now the sponsor will ask you, please create one more variable for analysis age. In the analysis age, please keep the current date of the analysis. The analysis age is thorough, ROJ is generated. In such scenario, analysis age is going to differ from age. If it is not the case, you don't need to have analysis age. Then the next one that we are going to have is sex. And it's just a copy of DM sex variable. Then we are going to have a variable called race. Race is also, you know that it is just a copy of DM that is a DM. Then we are going to have, analysis age, we are going to have age GRY, age group Y. Once I get certain, he will tell you in the specification, keep all the subjects whose age is between 0 to 18 as one group, 19 to 65 as one group, and if it is greater than 65, keep it as one group. Now I am going to create the tables. Okay, and some sponsors will say 0 to 18 one group, 19 to 25 one group, 26 to 35 one group, 36 to 40 one group, 46 to 65 one group. Whatever that they have given in the specification, based on the parity condition, I will create the groups. ఎందుకంటే individual age basis బదులు 19 to 67 ఎలా perform చేస్తున్నారు. About 67 I want to see as a one group. Okay, ఎందుకంటే ఒకసారి individual చూసేదానికి group చూసాం అనుకోండి, ఇది ఒక idea. Now then we are going to have one more variable called age GRY numerical. Also ఏంటంటే 0 to 18 group తీసుకుంటే కరెక్ట్ ఇక్కడ 1 by 2, 19 to 65 కరెక్ట్ 2 ఉంచండి, greater than 65 కరెక్ట్ 3 అంటారు. I'm going to put the values in group by numerical. Then we are going to have a sex and we are going to have a sex in. Then we are going to have a race, then we are going to have race GRY. Race ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉందండి? Asian, American, Japanese, ఎలా ఉంటాయి? Now the sponsor is asking, if the race is Asian, Chinese, Japanese, Indian, keep it as one. American or African as one. Others are Pacific Islander, Hawaii native, keep it as one. He is going to tell you the condition based on that. I am going to create different groups instead of individual races. The race GRY got explained ఉంటుందండి? We are going to have race GRY. So these are the demographic variables that we have. The next important variable that we are going to have is population flags. Very, very important. The population flag level మీకు యాడమ్స్ ఇంటరీ ముందు ఫ్లాగ్స్ ఇంకొక ఎందుకు ఇస్తారు అనుకుంటుందండి indicators population indicators or population flags. Now according to randomizing guidelines we have 7 population flags. Okay, the first population flag that we are going to have is SAFFN, safety population flag. And FASFN, which means full analysis data. Then we are going to have ENRLFL. You know what does it mean? Enrollment flag. Then we are going to have RANDFL, randomization population flag. And ITTFL, intended to treat population flag. Error protocol, PPROT. CYMDLFL, complex population flag. These are the population flags. FL again obvious now. Population flag character. Population flag character దగ్గర ఏ వాల్యూస్ ఉండాలి నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. Y or okay, so the values in issue. Now, think logically, use some common sense. You're going to get the idea, not a problem at all. The first one that I'm discussing is enrollment flag, ENRLFL. Okay, what is enrollment flag? Subject enroll అయితే కనుక Y ఉంటుందండి. Enroll కాకపోతే కనుక how do you know that the subject is enrolled or not? There is going to be a variable called informal consent, RFICTC. Remember, ఎక్కడ చూసారండి దీని ముందు? Okay, DM domain లో RFICTC ఉంది. దాని దగ్గర మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? యాడమ్ లో ఏం చేస్తారంటే ICTC క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. అంటే ఇన్ఫార్మల్ కన్సెంట్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి. అంటే now informal consent దేంట్లో కనుక వేరియబుల్ వాల్యూ ఉందనుకోండి, ఏదో ఒక డేట్ ఉందనుకోండి, 2023//01/10 ఉందనుకోండి. Then what is the informal consent? Informal consent అంటే that you are saying that I myself like and you are going to submit that. So if you have informal consent date, that means you submitted informal consent and so on so date. And then immediately what we are going to have, ENRLFL. In the ENRLFL, what we are going to have now, we are going to have అక్కడ ఏం ఉంటుందండి ఇప్పుడు? మరి ఇప్పుడు కండిషన్ ఏమో చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు what is the SAS condition that you will write?
RFICTC is
not equal to the missing value. Okay. Not equal. If it is missing, then it is going to be n. Understand this one? Very, very important. They will ask to tell me what is the SAS algorithm that you will write for enrollment flag. If informal consent date is not equal to missing value, then enrollment flag is equal to y. Else enrollment flag is equal to n. The next flag that we are going to have is RANDFL. What is this? This is a randomization flag. Whether the subject has been randomized or not. Randomization ayindanukondi, RANDFL is going to be compiled, else RANDFL is equal to basic. Tell me, in our project in Ethereum, where we have seen the randomization field? Did you see anywhere? Did you have seen? Where you have seen?
In the ML.
Generally, DS lo untundi, kaani mana project anna kadandi. Mana project ekkada untunnadi? Somebody said.
Subdium sir.
Very good. We have seen that in the supplementary untunnadi. Randomization code ni మనం TM లో ఉంచుకొని ఏం చేస్తామంటే supplementary create చేసి supplement లో పెట్టాం. But you know that TM data set ఏమో horizontal గా ఉంటుంది, supplementary data set ఎలా ఉంటుందండి? ఏం చేస్తాం ఇప్పుడు? Supplementary ఏం చేస్తాం? మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి retranspose చేస్తాం. Very, very important interview question. Sometimes the data that you require for Adam may be present in a Ethereum supplementary data set. What we will do in that scenario? So we are going to retranspose the supplementary data set and then again I will merge that with the Ethereum main data set. Ethereum main data set ఏం చేస్తాను? Merge చేస్తాను. Now I will take that data set as a source data set for Adam. Not only today, in future also, some of the information that you require may be present in the supplementary. ఏం చేయాలప్పుడు? Supplementary retranspose చేస్తారు. I will tell you the syntax later. Retranspose చేసినప్పుడు syntax చెప్తారని ఉంటారు. ఏ వేరియబుల్ ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ చేస్తారు? ఏ వేరియబుల్ ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ చేస్తారు అంటే ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ లో డాట్ ట్రాన్స్పోజ్ లో బ్యాక్ స్ట్రింగ్ లెవెల్ పెట్టాలంటే QL పెట్టాలి. ఎవరండి? QL. Because that is the value I want to have again in the horizontal direction. Understand this one? So I will retranspose it back and I will merge with the main data set. Then I will take now that one as a source data set for Adam creation. Now, మరి randomization flag కి మీరు retranspose చేస్తారు, merge చేస్తారు అనుకోండి, ఏం చేస్తే randomization flag వస్తుంది? ఏం చేసి వస్తుందంటే if మనకి ఏముంది randomization code వేరే ఉంది. If randomization code not equal to missing value, then randomization flag is equal to else randomization flag is equal to n. But this is not a standard, but I will tell you the standard. Generally randomization flag ఎక్కడ క్రియేట్ చేస్తామంటే this position is correct. This position పుట్టున్నారు మీకు, we have a variable called TS term and then we have a variable called TS category and then we have a variable called TS STDTC. TS term లో కనుక randomization or randomized
protocol milestone
and then TS category ఏమవుతుందండి?
protocol milestone.
And ఇప్పుడు protocol milestone TS category ఏమవుతుందండి? ఏదో ఒక date ఉంటుంది, some date, isn't it? So ఉందనుకోండి, మీరు కండిషన్ ఏమైనా చెప్పండి. ఇప్పుడు if TS term is equal to randomized and TS category is equal to milestone And PS is not equal to missing value.
Missing value.
Then randomization
Then R and D is equal to
yes.
S.
ఏది మిస్ అయినా కానీ randomization practice పడి అవుతుందని ఇప్పుడు missing value. N out. This is the algorithm you should tell in the interview. Tell me how you created the randomization factor again. The derivative is from which data set? Is position data set. If DS term is equal to randomized value, that is equal to protocol and DS is not equal to missing value, then randomization factor is equal to y. In the current experiment తెలుసా ఈ టైం కి కంపేర్ చేసి వచ్చేస్తున్నారు మీరు ఎగ్జామ్ సరిగ్గా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వదనుకోండి now this is going to be confusing and you get scared and you will stop learning habits then you will give a complaint I didn't understand habits so if you want to become a good data programmer you should be very confident with your STD clear everybody we'll see the remaining population flags in tomorrow's class okay ఏది సెల్ కనుక మీకు ఇందులో క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ తెలుసండి ఈ ఫ్లాగ్స్ సెకండ్ ఫ్లాగ్స్ లేకుండా యాడమ్స్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఓకే 7 ఫ్లాగ్స్ కనుక మీరు బై హార్ట్ చేస్తే హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ ద యాడమ్స్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్లియర్ అయిపోయింది that was ఒకసారి యాడమ్స్ అంటే ఓన్లీ పాపులేషన్ ఫ్లాగ్స్ only because sorry okay then see you in tomorrow's class
Thank you.